Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to find all 8 Chocobo Stop locations here in the Junon region in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so let's jump into it. So our first stop is going to be found toward the northwestern side of Junon. You guys can see we're going to be located right here. This is actually just northeast of Gabe's Ranch. So if you head to Gabe's Ranch and just head northeast up the trail, eventually you will come across our first Chocobo Stop right up here against the rocks. Our second stop location is going to be on the southwestern side of Junon. You can see it right here on the western side of the massive peninsula that's down here. This one's going to be off the main trail. If you guys follow it right about here, you're going to see a whole bunch of green shipping containers. We're going to go just past those near this pile of rocks on your map. So you can put down your marker right here in this area. You can see this is about what it's going to look like. And once you make it up over here, you'll find it pretty easily. You'll lean it up against the rocks over here. Location number 3 is going to be found towards the middle of Junon. This one's going to be located just southeast of the Battery Hill Tower. You can see our location right here. Essentially, you just want to come out here like you're headed towards the water. Get as close as you can to the cliff here. And eventually, you'll run into this one as you move over in this direction. There's not too much that's covering this area. So once you get up here, you should be able to find it pretty easily. Our next stop is going to be a little bit further north of our last location. You can see it right here. This one's actually at the bottom of the hill, just southwest of the Moogle Emporium. And it's on a main path here. So you should be able to find this one pretty easily if you just follow this main path up the hill. And it's going to end up being on your left. You guys can see this is what it will look like. And this is going to be your next Chocobo stop. The next location is going to be on the far southeastern side of Junon. You can see that location right here. The easiest way to get to this one, if you don't already have it, is to head over to the Crow's Nest. We get fast travel here, and once you get to the Crow's Nest, all you're going to do is follow the path all the way south along the coastline, and eventually you'll run into that right about here. And you guys will see it's super easy to see. As long as you follow that path, you'll see it on your left on the cliffside. Our next Chocobo stop is on the really far southeastern side of the Junon region. It's actually going to be right down by the abandoned lighthouse. So if you've already been here, you've probably seen this one. It's going to be right when you cross the bridge to get to the island. So right now we've just crossed the bridge. You can see that's right here behind us. And the Chocobo stop is going to be right here in front of you. Our 7th Chocobo stop is going to be on the northeastern side of Junon. To get to this one, we're just going to head over to the Piedmont Tower fast travel. And if you head east and just follow the path and work your way like you're going up to the Fiend Intel 3, you'll eventually end up passing this thing if you just take a left right here off the main path and go north. And as you get to the wall that you have to climb to get up to the Fiend Intel, you'll end up finding the Chocobo stop right here at the bottom. Our 8th and final location is probably the hardest one to find here in Junon. This is going to be on the far northern side, and even showing you this one on the map is a little bit difficult to explain. So essentially what you want to do is head right over here to this location, and where these paths kind of meet, you can see they end up going down towards this pond and through this big canyon area or river, whatever you want to call this. Essentially, you just want to come here, work your way to about where you see my arrow. And right here in this area is what you're going to see on your screen here that I'm looking at down below. And eventually, you're going to come across a dead end. And the only way up is to climb using your Chocobo. Now, to save a little bit of time, we've already climbed the first 2 walls. But once you climb your way up here to where we're standing, you're eventually going to see the waterfall, and there's going to be a little wooden bridge that goes across to the other side. We're going to go across that bridge, and we're going to climb to the top of this rock wall. Now, as you progress up this wall, generally, if you're coming in this direction, you're going to go right, because you can see there's another wall here, and there's a lot of stuff up above. But what we want to do here is take a left, and there's going to be a little secret corner back here where there's pretty much nothing except a Chocobo stop. So right back over here in this little secret corner is going to be your 8th and final Chocobo stop in the Junon region. But this is all 8 Chocobo stops here in Junon. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.